think that if what we're seeing in the sky are drones, that for some reason the US would have them zipping all over the place inside commercial airspace and, moving at hypersonic speeds, behaving, in a corkscrew pattern? It just, the US doesn't have technology for that. The altitudes and the speeds, hypersonic, supersonic speeds that these things were reported to be moving at is beyond our technology. What you're about to hear are some communications between commercial pilots and air traffic controllers in December of last year, so just less than a month ago, December the 8th, actually, so just about less than a month ago. So you're about to hear the pilot of this plane radioing in, and he's going to ask, is there any military activity out there? All right, so here we go. In other words, the reason why he's asking ATC if there's any known military activity, it's because he's trying to figure out if this is the United States, anything that they're flying.
Yes, sir, yeah, 59.6. 59.6, son. Yeah, military activity out straight ahead of us.
So there you can see the pilot's question.
We're not seeing anything. I had another one report at like 30,000 feet in the Eugene area. We're not sure what it is.
So first of all, she's saying no, so there's no military activity. She's also saying that there's nothing on ATC radar. And now she's telling him that there has already been a report of something being at around 30,000 feet from someone else, and they are not sure what it is. So this pilot that's radioing in now is actually the second pilot to report it. I can't get the recording of the first one.
59.6, yeah, they're looking into it. Where is that at for 661 Lima Fox? 661 Lima Foxtrot, okay, bye. You know, to 59.6, does it still look like it's in the Eugene area? Just straight west of Eugene. We're seeing 3 or 4 targets.
Okay, so she asks the pilot, was it in the Eugene area? And he confirms just straight west of Eugene. And then he says that they're seeing 3 or 4 targets, which means 3 or 4 objects.
There's all altitudes up and down. It's pretty crazy.
And then he's reporting, yeah, they're all altitudes up and down. It's pretty crazy.
59.6, does it look like it's about at your altitude flight level 260?
So she's asking him, was it around flight level 260, which is probably what the other pilot reported. And flight level 260, by the way, means around 26,000 feet, which is sort of a normal flight altitude for commercial aircraft, large ones anyway.
There was some at 30 probably. I mean, they're shooting way up. We say maybe up to the 50s, looks like.
Now, here's what's interesting. He says probably, he says more like 30,000, and then he says we'd say maybe up into the 50,000 range, most likely. He said they were shooting way up. Now, planes can travel at 51,000 feet, but that is the maximum. That's flight level 510. So this is very unusual.
59.6, thanks. Medevac 1 Lima Fox, did you copy? Yeah, I heard it. We'll be looking. 661 Lima Fox.
Now, there's a third pilot that you're about to hear from. It's the one that's being circled right now. That one, and listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, right, 22, we're seeing the same kind of thing too, the kind of whole way in.
He said, this other pilot, we're seeing the same kind of thing too, kind of the whole way in. So this would be pilot number 3, because remember, we don't have the recording from the first one. We've just heard from the second one, and now there's a third one that's seen the same thing the whole way in.
22 something. Kaiser 2094, maintain 260 knots, so for this one, but star. United 1596, going to maintain 10,000. That's what I was maintaining 10,000, United 1596. Sitting on a vehicle descent out of 250 for 240. Speak on left 835, Middleton across 15 miles southwest of Newburgh at maintain 10,000 at 250 knots. Port limit timber is 3019er, I'm sorry, 3024. 15 south of Newburgh at 10 and 250 for last gate 35.
Now we're about to hear from another pilot.
Check North Bend Airport. And is there traffic actually out about our 2 to 3 o'clock, about, 20, 30 miles?
So he's asking air traffic control if there's any traffic that he doesn't know about out around 2 o'clock, about 20 or 30 miles. Obviously, this is something that is not on ATC's radar, but he's seeing something.
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, no, is that the 4 different lights going up and down? I'm getting a few reports, but you're seeing it right in front of you now too as well?
She's asking him here, are those 4 lights going up and down? We've had a few reports about them. Are they in front of you as well? She asks. 4 lights going up and down. Wait till you hear what he says.
It's 2 to 3 o'clock off, about 2 to 3 o'clock from our position. Looks about 20 miles going in circles.
So what he's seeing is not going up and down. He estimates it's about 20 miles away from him, and these things are going in circles.
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, yeah, we're not seeing anything. Getting lots of different reports out there. Some at 30, some all the way up to 50,000. About 3 to 4 different lights. Does it look like they're around your altitude now?
So she's explaining that they've had numerous reports of lights from 30,000 to 50,000 feet altitude. And then she asks him, is that around, are they at your altitude right now? And wait till you hear what he says.
No, there's one way up high and one about my altitude. Moving in like a circle, like a corkscrew pattern.
So he says no, one is at his altitude, but another one is way up high. Who knows how higher, how much higher than 50,000 feet that one could have been. And then he says that it looks like he's talking about the one that's moving up, that was up high, is moving in a corkscrew pattern. So like a spiral. These, it's eminently clear that it's not possible for these to be drones. They don't fly at those altitudes, and they don't move like this.
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, roger. Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, just looking into this a little bit more. Could you give me another more accurate report, please? All right, I'm visually have eyes on what looks like an aircraft strobe that's at my 2 o'clock and 22 miles at my altitude, and I'm actually showing him on TCAS. Do you see that one? I do not. Does a pilot's discretion maintain 4,000?
Now, what's interesting here is the pilots keep asking air traffic control if they see them. In other words, if they're showing up on their radar, and they are not. None of the UFOs are showing up on ATC's radar.
He looks like he's moving towards, it looks like it's moving towards the north.
Notice how he said, it looks like it's moving toward the north.
Like I said, 22 and a half miles off my right wing. Medevac 661 on the clock. Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, thank you. Had another one show up about my 1 o'clock, 1,000 feet high, zipping towards us, and then back out towards.
He says, just had another one show up on my 1 o'clock, about 1,000 feet high, zipping towards us, then back out toward the ocean.
The ocean is red in color, moving at extreme speed. So I don't know.
He says, and then red in color, moving at extreme speeds. I don't even know how to describe all that.
Roger. You are cleared to maneuver as necessary left and right to avoid the UFO out there, and all the reports you give us are good information. Appreciate it. Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, any chance you're able to film any of that? We're trying right now, 1 Lima Foxtrot. It's weird. It's a red circular shape, and it keeps zipping out towards the ocean and then coming back in about 20 miles or closer to us, and then zips back out of the ocean and we can't see it. 1 Lima Fox.
So air traffic control has asked the pilot if he can get any footage of it. And by the way, you'll see in a moment that they did. But what he's describing is something that's in a red circular shape and it's zipping all over the place at speeds that are obviously inexplicable to the pilot.
Thank you. Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, any chance I can throw you my number, and if you get a video of or a picture, you can send it our way. A lot of controllers here are pretty interested in seeing what you're looking at there.
So the air traffic controller has just asked the pilot something quite significant. They're wanting to trade telephone numbers, and the ATC, including a number of them, want footage of what the pilot has seen. And you'll see that the pilot agrees to do it. So this footage exists somewhere. This only happened less than a month ago.
Let me get a piece of paper real quick. Hang on 1 second. 1 Lima Fox, I'm ready. 1 Lima Foxtrot, area code 425-891. 425-891. I have my med crew in the back trying to film it too. They're watching the same thing I'm watching up here. Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, appreciate it. And name is, if you want to shoot me a text, picture, photo, whatever you got. So we're all pretty curious. Oh, 1 Lima Fox.
Now, when Trump was asked about these drones, not only does he say that the government knows where they're from, and where they go, but he appears to be denying that it is the United States. He's not saying that it's China also. In fact, it would be quite impossible with respect to the technology, the speeds, and the directional changes. It's very unlikely that it's any country in this world. But have a listen to what Trump does say.
The government knows what is happening. Our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should.
Now, remember that Trump, because he's been reelected as president, he will be sworn in to office on Monday, January the 20th, which is not far off. So he thinks that the government should tell the people. Perhaps after Monday, January 20th, he will. And I believe that we're going to find out that they are, in fact, aliens. Let's keep going. In January, some incredible footage has been taken. And I mean, it's just remarkable. I'm just going to show a few quick clips, and then I'm going to show you a few clips about why it's very unlikely that this is anybody from this world doing this.
They do stuff technology-wise. They use some sort of anti-gravity propulsion, allowing them to do fast acceleration, strange, bizarre zigzag maneuvers that have been seen for many years now. And he's saying basically the US doesn't have anything remotely close to that, okay?
We spend a lot of money to allow the private sector to develop technologies because we don't have the expertise.
Yeah.
So absolutely. But again, this is some next level. I mean, this isn't like 10 years ahead of where we are. This is like 50 or 100 years ahead of where we are. I understand physics.
Yeah.
I understand propulsion. Pretty good grasp of that.
Yeah.
We have nothing that can do what I've seen.
Yeah. So basically, he's saying that what they are seeing, those so-called drones, use some form of propulsion method that is 50 or 100 years ahead technology-wise of anything that the US has. Strange, bizarre zigzag maneuvers that have been seen for many years now. And he's saying basically the US doesn't have anything remotely close to that, okay? So the idea, in my opinion, that's just my opinion, the idea that China has such a level of technology, I find the idea freaking hilarious. They are still building regular technology, okay? They are building rockets, they want to send people to the moon, and how do they do that? They build classical rockets, okay? Classical rockets using regular propulsion mechanisms, chemical propulsion, okay? They don't do magic stuff. They have airplanes, regular airplanes, they have regular submarines, they use regular normal technology that everybody knows. The idea that China has now anti-gravity drones that are hundreds of years ahead of the US is freaking hilarious. Let's have a look at the following video. It was sent to me by our viewer Vincent from Australia. He has filmed this object not long ago. Let's have a look what's happening. Wow. This is insane. This is insane on so many levels. I don't even know where to start, friends. This is madness. What can we see here? Like, okay, Vincent has slowed it down to 30% so that we can see what's actually happening. Let's look at it again. This is insane. This could be one of the best videos of instantaneous acceleration of UAPs that we've ever seen.
Have a look at what was filmed just a few days ago on January 2nd, 2025 at Manchester Airport. So it won't be long before the United States will have to cough up the truth. They won't be able to give bogus explanations. For example, for this video footage, they tried to blame it on lights coming from SpaceX or one of the space stations. It's just, they've got this never-ending Rolodex of excuses, but when you actually look at the footage, especially the footage from this year, like in the past few days, it's inexplicable. Anyway, hopefully when Trump gets sworn in, since he believes that the people should know, hopefully after January 20, there will be disclosure. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my tarot deck and I'm going to look at, I'm going to bring up a number of these clips that we've seen, and I'm just going to ask about the intentions of the objects that we're seeing. And we're going to start with the intentions of the objects that were around the pilots. All right. So I just want to warn you, you may get some anger about something being concealed. On the pre-shuffle, I was getting the devil and the Four of Swords, which can be anger because something is concealed. So part of what could be going on in terms of intention is that they could be angry because somebody is refusing to introduce them, to disclose who they are, because I do believe that Trump is right, that the United States knows exactly who these alien species are. I do believe they have good intentions. But if you see the devil and the Four of Swords, just know that that can be frustration, or the Five of Wands and the Four of Swords, over over having to be concealed. All right, even Trump says that the people should know. So remember that Trump doesn't come into power until January 20, and he says that the people should know. So we're going to focus first of all on the lights that were spiraling. Remember the pilot was talking about one object would be at his altitude and another would be zipping up and down, and then they would go out towards the ocean and come back again. What were the intentions of those beings? What were they doing? In 3, what were they doing and what were their intentions? In 2 more. In 1 more. What were their intentions? To be exposed. See that? The sun is exposure, to make themselves known. There's no question. These are good intentions. The 9 of Cups and the sun, they were just having fun. They were really just trying to make themselves known. That the sun, they wanted to, yeah. And there's something that these are not bad intentions. With the 10 of Swords, clarify the 10 of Swords, because that was coming up on the pre-shuffle as well. Yeah, there's close-minded thinking. This is, the Hierophant is it's like the Catholic Church, it's government. So this now in defense of Trump, I do believe that Trump wants disclosure. He's not fully in power yet. So this is the 10 of Swords, people being betrayed by these power wielders. This you can think of as the Illuminati, brainless, soulless, spiritless rulers. What were their intentions? Doing all this zipping and up and down. Were the intentions? Over here, there's a paper being reviewed. They want a flashlight. This is disclosure. If anything, they may have wanted people to ask the government. Yeah, there's somebody. I don't know who this is. This could be Source or God, who wants something to be reviewed. Wants papers. Wants a flashlight to be put on those papers. There we go. Now, this 3 of Cups, believe it or not, I don't think that's a good group. I think these are people that are ruling. Why is there frustration toward that group? There's Mother Earth, by the way. Perhaps because they're ganging up on Mother Earth. Yeah, there's Mother Earth is afraid. See that? Mother Earth is in fear of the rulers. And so this could be protection over Mother Earth, to protect Mother Earth. Yeah, look at this. There's the world. In fear, to protect the world. What they're afraid of, is what these people are going to do to the world. Yeah. They want happiness in the world. They want Mother Earth. Look at all this beautiful yellow optimism. Their intentions are very pure, but their intentions are toward Mother Earth. That's Gaia, the Empress. Okay? So they have very good intentions. Now, let's look at, so they wanted attention. They want disclosure. They want to be known. Now, let's see if we can go to, how about that bizarre object over the airport from just a few days ago? Why were we seeing that? What were the intentions of that object or that being over Manchester Airport? To raise their sword, to provide clarity and justice. What were their intentions? Again, we've got God here, source. What were their intentions? Well, they were looking at people who are sick. They're looking at people who are sick and ill. What were their intentions? To change something? To bring about a change? Whoa. Wow. There's something here. The tower is maybe they want to shake things up, is a sudden and unexpected change. The tower was there, by the way. Yeah, there's the Six of Cups. Union. The Six of Cups is beautiful. Yeah, to heal with temperance. This is healing and a reunion. So it could be, and that's Archangel Michael, by the way. The Six of Cups is beautiful energy. Their intentions are at the right time to meet again, but there's the Six of Cups there's Jesus, actually. And there's Archangel Michael to replenish. But that is certainly, so it was some kind of a sign with their intentions. Somebody's having a very, very difficult time. Somebody's having a very, this motley crew is causing difficulty. The Three of Cups, because they're keeping people blindfolded and in chains. So I think, it was to send a message, and the message is a good message. A message to the world, a good message to the world, to send a good message to the world. And over here, what is the Three of Cups here? A message to those people. There we go, to hurry up. I think what this is the Three of Cups is the motley crew, is like the Illuminati, the dark controllers. And they are angry. They're angry, and there's something here about a rush, about hurrying up. By the way, the Illuminati are angry with them. They want something to come to a completion. There we go. There's Jesus and the Ten of Swords. And somebody is, because people are lying about Jesus, lying about God. People are lying. And the Six of Swords is to bring people's minds into a state of calm, to bring people away from this materialism and from this devil energy, to reject the devil, to reject materialism here. To reject money. And over here as well, somebody is refusing. There's information being held back. There's to end greed, to end holding back information, concealing things out of greed. So that's why, and there's the Four of Swords, which is concealment and something that's out of sight. They want to bring this to an end. So they're in the reason why, judgment, to be seen. See this in the sky, to blow the horn of the esoteric, to wake people up. And there's a concealment here. So this is going to happen, I believe. Let's just see what Trump is planning on doing. What are is Trump on January 20? What are Trump's intentions regarding the aliens? When he said people should know, what does he plan to do? What does he know deep down that he's going to do? Wow. He's going to accept the blessings. He's going to accept the blessings. He's going to do the right thing. I feel bad now for getting angry with Trump. Here's him raising his sword about what the people don't know, information that's being blocked. What is he planning on doing? What is he planning on doing? There's somebody, oh God, maybe I'm not Sorry about getting mad at him. Somebody is conceited and happy about keeping something a secret. What is he planning on doing? Well, the Ace of Cups is good. He's going to do the right thing. Poor Trumpy. I'm sorry for getting mad at him now. He's going to do the right thing. He's going to do the right thing. Wow. Thank you, Trumpy. Guys, I'm sorry. I had a nasty... Well, I'm going to leave it up, though, because I don't see why he can't disclose it now, but who knows? Maybe he's got something up his sleeve. But, guys, let me know what you think. That was a pretty incredible reading. Let's see if we can get a few... Any messages from the aliens? Forgiveness. You'll find freedom in forgiveness. It's probably a message to me to forgive Trumpy. Forgiveness. You'll find freedom in forgiveness. Let's get something from Moonology. The end of a tough cycle. A tough cycle will be ending. There's 3 here. What do you need to release? Yep. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. And our commitment is being tested. I think that's beautiful. What do the aliens want us to know in the meantime? The answers you need are coming. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. That is just beautiful. And I don't know, I think Trump might be a Gemini. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. And that's because it says full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. And the end of a tough cycle approaches, which means that things will get easier. And have a look at this. This has to do with Capricorn season, and we are in Capricorn season right now. What a beautiful reading. Guys, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. One last point. Remember that on December 8th, with all of these light shows that the pilots were observing and reporting, and that one of them did videotape on his phone. I wonder where that went. But remember that ATC was saying that it wasn't showing up on their radar. I wonder why. Well, could it be that these UFOs were showing up in balls or, circles of light? Because remember how all the pilots described what they were seeing as lights. Anyway, just something to think about.